Alright, y'all. I'm going to be defending one of my favorite anime. Do not hate me. Do not call me a pedo. Do not call me a lolicon. Call me a lolly, I don't care. But I actually really like this show. So, what is this show? What is Kodomo no Jikan? Well. People think that it's actually a show where the teacher hits on the girl. No, it is the inverse. The girl hits on the guy. And oh no. It is just... People dismiss it as the female equivalent to Boku no Pico. There is no graphic sex in the show. I'm just going to tell you that right now. The only sex you do see is actually no sex at all. You see just two naked characters just like that. You see their ass cheeks, and they're not even fucking. They're just there. And they're adults. They are two consenting adults, by the way. Well. Let me try this new feature right here. New to me, at least. So, as you see here, we got a bunch of fucking pedo bait. Yeah, like this. This never happened. This did happen, however. And this is... yeah. This did happen in the show. And let me explain it to you. Rin is the fucking predator here. Fan art didn't happen. Did happen. And... okay. I gotta stop dicking around with this shit. But this, yes, it did happen in the show. Well, let me explain to you a couple things. This show was written by a woman, so don't jump on me for that. I still have another tab that I can see Rin just... Well, I cosplayed as this character to a con, and everyone was like, oh, you're that girl from that hentai. Apparently you didn't fucking watch it because there's no hentai in it. Well... The show baits you in, thinking that you're just gonna get, like, it's a slice of life, bunch of lollies, you know, woo-woo. Well, it's not. The second you hit episode 5, the tone shifts dramatically. It goes from, like, lighthearted, woo, everything's all good, to doof. There's a single incense burning, and it's a funeral or just after one. Because the main character's cousin, Reiji, main character's Rin, her cousin, he had abusive parents, and they just fucking died. And he is not really bothered. He's like, good, I want to live somewhere else. So he goes to live with his cousin, the mother of our main character. So, our anime mom is the standard anime mom. Very pure, very sweet, has a ponytail, except not on one side, it's on two sides. You know, wears like the apron and the long skirt. Very S-tier anime mom. Very caring and sweet. And dies. And she fucking dies. So, yes, S-tier anime mom right here. Aki, the mom, she gets cancer. Spoiler. And, so instead of seeking treatment, she goes ahead and just lets herself wither away because I think she rationalizes it as to keep me alive for just a few more months could pay for Rin's school for a few more years. So she just kind of accepted her fate, except that she was dying. And yeah. Now this story hits me personally because I did lose a parent to cancer. Wasn't this emotional, wasn't this dramatic, but for a little kid, it is. Especially because the show hints on abuse, especially in the manga. In the manga, it's hinted like one of the characters may or may not have been molested on the train. Well, these precious girls, these precious little shits. Rin is fiercely protective over her friend. She's the all-star girl. She's the Genki, I love my friends, you know, power friendship kind of character. And she has her two little friends, the Lolita, the sassy little Kuro. She's just, you know, she wears cat ears and she's just like, fuck you, I hate you. I'm rich, fuck you. And then the Moe one, the Moe Megan girl with the big boobs, she is all shy. Of course she is. And she's self-conscious that she developed so fast, which I identify with that. I had boobs really early in my life. So that's another thing I really like about the show. It just, I guess because it was written by a woman, there's the understanding that like girls do develop earlier than boys. I am thirsty. And yeah, you get teased for it because like the kids in the class would, I think, snap her bra. I think that happened in the show. They at least made fun of it. And because they're in the 3rd or 4th grade. So they're not like toddlers or anything, if you were scared for that. But, ow, my hip hurts. Rin is fiercely protective over Mimi, especially because Mimi isn't in class anymore. Mimi got run off by one of her teachers, the previous teachers. And so Rin has a deep, deep, deep mistrust of adults. She just does not like adults. And it's actually really prevalent in the intro. I think the first line is something like, adults always lie, blah, 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 something. Well, she tries to get Aki fired. And I think the first episode, the first time you see this man, not the first time, but at the end of the day, she goes up to him after class. And, you know, it's all atmospheric. And it's like, ooh, spooky. Might lightning outside. Might, whatever. Well, she walks up to him. She pulls her underwear down over her skirt. And she's like, what would happen if I scream right now and someone sees this? And he's like, oh, shit. I got myself a little fucking hellion to deal with. The school year's going to be fun. And she ended up kind of developing a hate crush. She's like, I want you to see me as a grown adult, because she feels like she is a grown adult in her head because she's had to go through so much bullshit. Like, she's the grown up too fast. Like, she's the epitome of grown up too fast. She thinks she's an adult. She thinks she can handle adult things, but she can't. She just can't. And the whole story is her learning that. The whole story is she thinks she's an adult because she had to deal with so many adult things in her life. And like, I don't want to spoil it. I want you to watch this show. You can skip through the first 2-3 episodes. Just watch episode 5. That is the most important episode of the whole fucking show. It gives you backstory. It gives you a lot of the motivations why. It makes the heart hurt. It'll make tears come from your fucking eyes. Now, you could say it's like a really obvious, like, trying to jerk the tears from you and then trying to give you the show heart, and I'm spiraling out of whatever. And I got bad fucking cotton off. I really, really love the manga because it goes a little deeper into Aki's life before Rin was born, because in the manga, Rin's mother, Aki, her husband left her because she was pregnant, and he was like, abort it now, kill your baby. And she said no. So he was like, bye. And so she raised it by herself. And this is the best, like, strong woman trope, I feel like, because she is so feminine and soft and caring, and she's like everything a mom should be, but at the same time, like, stoic and mature and takes care of her own. And like, I hate the don't need no man thing, because she did need a man. That's why Reiji, not why, but she appreciated Reiji's help and everything. And especially it goes into his like whole psychology too, because he was abused at home. His parents really didn't give a fuck about him. So he wanted to like have his own family, start again, be a man, you know, like have a perfect normal life instead of the abusive one that he came from, and like not perpetuate that violence, not perpetuate that, you know, horrible, shitty life growing up in a bad situation. I'm really blanking. Well, Let's see if I can actually find a picture of Reiji, because he's very cute, if I do say so myself. Oh, I should probably explain this. There's a thing called choo-choo ice in Japan, and it's like ice cream in a condom, and you cut the little tip off of it, and she fucks with the teacher a lot. Like, oh no, I didn't mean to click on that. She's like, oh, you came so much, and he said, you better cut that shit out. They tease the teacher quite a fucking bit. Kuro calls him a virgin. Mimi doesn't pick on him because she's too much of a bitch, but she's a big scaredy cat. Now, watch the anime, get through some of the lolly bullshit, and you actually have a really good story. It's about abuse, overcoming whatever, your own trauma, your own shit. And Reiji's a bad guy, kind of. Reiji's the actual villain of the whole show. You think the teacher, who is allegedly perving on these kids, the kids are perving on him, he's not the bad guy at all, actually. Reiji is the one that really snaps in the show. He's the one that actually punches out Aoki, the teacher. And I still didn't find a picture of him. But I really did enjoy this manga. Oh, it did age her up, too. So, oh, okay. I need to stop. Okay, well, this is that's Reiji. He's a good boy. Well, bad boy. I just said that he's the villain. Get a grip. See, this is him. And no, fucking damn it. This is what I was awing about. So, no matter. Oh, hey, baby. It's my dog come and crash the show. Hey, Milo. I suppose I'll end it here. Oh, this reminds me, actually. There's a really good teacher in the show that I really fucking like. Shirai Sensei. I would love to cosplay her as well. She's the cold bitch. And yeah, ice cream in a condom. Yeah, it's a real thing. Look up. I'll bring up Choo Choo Ice, actually. Hold on. Let me find it. But, my hair's all fucking messed up. What the fuck? Oh, I'm getting like this Johnny yes papa bullshit. Maybe I need to type in like Japanese keyboard or something. I don't know. Okay, no. I can't find it. Of course I can't find it. Oh, wait, was that it? I think this is it. Yeah. No, don't be streaming that page. Stream this page. Oh, well, fuck it. Nope. Didn't mean to do that. Regardless. What the fuck are they even talking about? Shirai Sensei. She's the cold bitch. She's a good character. She has a lot of development in the manga. And oh man. She develops like a little bit of a relationship with some of the Kudo. Because Kudo doesn't really like anyone. And she's just she's actually a little lesbian of the series. She has a crush on Rin. And there's an episode where Rin cross-dresses. And she's like, oh, boy, Rin, my heart. Okay, I'll end this here. In defense, Kodomo no Jikan is actually a good show. There's no lolly anything about it. There's nothing sexual. There is pedo bait. There's lolly bait though. Like in the first few episodes, it really wants to trick you in, thinking you're going to be getting this slice of life fan service, like Mimi's boobs jiggling and everything. It cuts that shit out very fast for episode 5, and after episode 5, you get rewarded with actually a more emotional story, with just a little sprinkling of. I feel like they only do like this little sprinkling of the lolly shit just for jokes now, or like post episode 5, just kind of remind you of this is the show that you're watching. It does want to keep something of an upbeat tone because it is really dark. It does deal with child abuse and dealing with, I think the show's biggest message is just treat kids with respect and treat kids how they're supposed to be treated, not like adults, but not like children, I guess. What I mean by this, use the right metric, I suppose. Like, don't think kids are stupid and don't know anything. They are. Kids are observant, and they absorb everything like a sponge. Kids know. Kids see. They're not oblivious to the world. They're going to understand when things are wrong. When they're going to see, they're going to pick up if mom and dad's fighting. So it's, one, give kids credit, but also don't go too hard on kids. Don't too much weight on their shoulders, but give them a right amount of responsibility. And I think that's what the biggest part of the show is, or at least from my interpretation of it. And I read the manga too, and I've never read a manga this fucking fast in my life. I'm not a big reader, actually. I don't really like reading that much. So I read this manga in about a month, and this bitch is probably about 50, 60 something volumes. I really fucking loved it. So yeah, suppose I'll end it there. Oh, one last thing. My cat, he had a big tumor in the back of his head, and he got surgery, and because he was so old, I was terrified he wasn't going to make it, but he did, and I'm so happy. Look at my baby boy, he's okay. Buddy love, look at you, buddy. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. And I guess I'll just go now. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching. Yes, and broadcast. Bye-bye.